Our media product uses, develops, and challenges forms of conventions of real media products in these ways. We watch different documentaries on Channel 4 to get a range of ideas and inspiration on what we could use in our documentary. For example, the range and variety of camera angles used in real documentaries. Having interesting opening titles is important to grab the audience's attention. A reconstruction of a practical driving test was used. We filmed someone driving over Runcorn Bridge as though in a driving test. Reconstruction plays a vital part in mixed documentaries to keep the viewers keen. We used a voiceover to inform the viewers of what our documentary wanted to convey to the audience and to keep it flowing. We used a selection of cutaways to keep our documentary interesting and to anchor meaning to what people were saying in our documentary. A mixture of interviews to give our documentary opinions and not just facts. We also decided to do a mixed documentary because these are the most successful kind. Our interviews get information from professionals and from the general public. This creates a range of opinions within our documentary. The interview format conforms to the normal conventions of a mixed documentary. For example, in the framing, we made sure that they were to one side, therefore making it look more professional. We also used clipped microphones to ensure we got the best possible sound. We used vox pops to make our documentary seem less biased towards one side and let the audience make up their own mind and make them feel a little bit more involved in our product. Within our interviews, framing was very important. We wanted our documentary to be quite professional and to be like real media products that we had watched and taken ideas from. The fonts we decided to use were plain, simple graphics and stuck to the colour scheme. Blue, which was our target audience's favourite colour for a car. We didn't want to make the graphics too fun or have fancy effects on them because as our documentary is quite serious and straightforward, so we did not want to detract from the main product. It would also make it look unprofessional and amateur. The cutaways we used were relevant to our product and to what was being discussed through either the voiceover, an interview, or vox pops of people giving their opinions. The use of cutaways makes it a lot more interesting and keeps audiences feeling involved. For the voiceover, we used a female voice, as this would create a more laid-back approach, instead of using a male voice, which would make our documentary seem too serious and people would find it dreary and boring. The mise-en-scene we chose to use was conventional and related to what was being discussed. For example, Dave, a learner driver, had layers of L plates on top of each other as the background, thus keeping it linked. Also, when we interviewed a Frank Gaskell, a driving instructor, we had him sit in his learner car and be interviewed, as this is relevant to him and lets the audience know he's a professional and knows what he is talking about, and he can answer the questions correctly and in depth.